Trapping plays a very important role in modern-day wildlife management. Professional wildlife biologists monitor fur-bearer populations to maintain a healthy and sustainable harvest of this important, renewable natural resource. Trapping provides recreation and income for licensed trappers across this country. Who's Your Trapper Outdoors is brought to you by Who's Your Trapper Supply. J3 Outdoors, manufacturer of the Hag Bracket and Body Trap Spring Clip. Leatherwood Creek Trapping Scents, Who's Your Trapper Deer Scents, and Leatherwood Wildlife Art.
Welcome to episode 15 of Who's Your Trapper Outdoors, season 9. We're going to do something a little different on this show. We are going to just show you some stuff from the past number of years where it wasn't that much fun at the time, but looking back at it, it's kind of funny now. So I think we've all been through this kind of stuff. We just kind of got a highlight reel of, well, you'll see. So take a look at that. So at the end of the show, we've got, I'm going to go through the construction of a flat set. So there will be some redeeming educational value to the show other than just some downtimes. So anyways, that is towards the end of the show. I want to thank our sponsor, J3 Outdoors. Jeff Haggerty makes an awesome product. Great if you're a water trapper. It's American made. It's good quality stuff that we believe in, stuff that we use ourselves. So if you haven't checked his products out, be sure to give them a look. I want to thank everybody for the orders. Thank everybody for all the support that they've given us here at the shop or obviously online or over the phone. After all, that's what makes all this possible, and we greatly appreciate all of that support. So if you haven't checked out our website, you might give us a look at Who's Your Trapper Supply, who'syourtrappersupply.com. And if you're not a website person, just give us a call. I'd be glad to take your order over the phone. Don't forget the photo contest. We're winding down on the deadline, March 15th. All the details are on the homepage of the website. Just click on that. We have a specific email to upload your photos for the contest. It's the Show Us Your Bottle contest. So anyways, take a look at that. And don't forget the Trap House podcast. We've got some episodes coming up in the future. And I think that's about it. So I hope you enjoy the show.
Once again, we're digging out. We got it mud down to the frame on this one. Side's not as bad.
Heard you needed a hand. Yeah, we do. Man, that don't look like it was the same tracks as yesterday too. It's like, and there's water. Hey Adrian.
Hey.
How are you?
Yeah,
You're doing better than me.
We'll put your jacket on, buddy.
I mean, it was, the water just kept coming up. Just kept digging.
Wow.
It's saturated. Quicksand.
Keep going, Charlie.
Where's the chain at?
It's fine, keep going. Alright. We made it out!
Adrian saved the day.
Adrian did save the day. Current situation. Not good.
On a night like last night, with that cloudy, overcast, misty rain, that's possum heaven. So I guess it holds true here as well,
And I'm the one that has to get it out of the truck.
because you set the trap.
Yep. Not the kind of excitement we're looking for, is it, Mark?
Not really, no. I'd rather get stuck going downhill than uphill. And this was a little operator error here.
We got him. Check day 3. We just pulled out of a location where we had that coyote thumper. Today, right here, right now, is black magic. I gotta name all the critters from now on. It just makes it more fun. Start losing your mind out here in the woods.
I think you're losing your mind that you're naming them.
Yeah, I know.
Hags Trapping Products by J3 Outdoors, the most versatile and efficient trapping devices on the market.
All right, so this is the story of the last day that we're pulling traps here. We cut the trip 2 days early because of this heavy rain that's supposed to be around for the next 5 or 6 days. And last night, I'm sure there was at least 2 inches of rain. You can see the steering wheel's covered with mud. We're soaked to the bone. It's just pure muck and mud. And thank goodness we got 4-wheel drive. And we haven't found any quicksand yet. So anyways, it is a sloppy mess. This has been one. We had a 2 or 3 day break there where the 2 days with a very nice weather, and then one day was a transition day, and other than that, it's just been, this is it right here. So Tennessee has not been good to us.
We should have brought our waders. Here's Charlie's set. We're trying to catch predators, and that might be adequate for a beaver or otter.
Muskrat or something, yeah. But yeah, this was all, I was actually trying to be conscious of low spots, and I misjudged this one here for sure.
Looks like you tore half of that bottom piece off.
I don't know why.
Yeah, that was.
I think we probably should not
Try the other side.
Yeah, well, we don't need to drive this every day. All right, we'll go tear the rest of it off and get out of here.
All right.
All right.
Oh, get a rope. This plastic piece. I don't even know why this stupid thing's on there to begin with.
Are you gonna take it off?
Yeah.
Trapping body work at its best.
Like I said, I never liked that on there anyways.
throw it behind the truck. It'll be all right. There's plenty of room there.
Yeah. Well, still don't need to do that every day.
Yeah, that's. Cause then that bumper's gonna be next.
Yeah. Did you see where my hitch was dragging into? It's like one of those
marking his turf.
claws they use behind a bulldozer.
Ripper, scraper.
Yeah, those rippers.
See my jacket. This pretty much just tells the tale of the day. Pure mud. Walking around with boots that look like snowshoes. Just miserable. It's been raining, muddy, obviously. So if we were at home, you know, we just wait it out. You wouldn't set it up. But we're 7 hours from home, and we're here to trap, and that's what we're doing. So, and it doesn't really sound like the forecast is getting any better, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. So, anyways, if we catch stuff, it's gonna be mud critters for sure.
This is not the ideal trapping weather.
This is pretty much the story of check day 2 so far. So we had pretty significant rains last night, which we expected. So we got some dirt holes that were low, standing in water. Some that are up on high ground don't look too bad. Got a grinner over here. I'm not talking about it. Which we don't catch many of those here, fortunately. So, but
He's the silver fox.
this is gonna be the story of the day right here.
Flooded.
Flooded. Dirt hole ponds.
Here we are pulling traps on the line. Charlie just got a message on his phone. There's a tornado watch here in Mississippi. So we better get moving, right?
We better get moving. Yeah. Head north to where it's snowing and the roads are shut down because of ice.
Great.
That's just wonderful.
And we are stuck. Sounds real deep.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it right.
Yeah.
We're not checking a lot of snares when we're digging ourselves out, are we? See what I told y'all? Don't go nowhere with Charlie. I can't even open the door. He's almost got me killed, got me stranded. It's crazy adventures.
Now we're stuck in the mud.
We're stuck miles from civilization.
Fortunately, Adrian's with us today.
Yeah, Adrian's gonna have to winch us out of here. Charlie, what do you think? He's got another possum, I can tell. You can almost see it, but well, he's in the way. That crazy. Look at him, he knows it.
This is the par for the course for this day right here.
Oh man, possum 3 for Jake. Nasty weather. He's not. What do you got? My third possum of the day.
No one else has caught a possum. What are you doing?
I don't know.
We haven't caught anything good, and 3 possums have been caught, and it's still we're halfway done, and it's actually not quite halfway done, and it's still pouring down rain. So.
All right, first critter of the trip. Real exciting one.
I don't know. I bet that's not the.
30 inches deep.
That would look at least.
Brakes went out on the truck. So he said, "Oh, we'll just put new brake pads on." And it's been grinding since last night.
Got a possum playing possum.
Well, if we can't get out of here without just huge amounts of work, because we don't know what we're gonna hit. I mean, we got maybe a quarter mile to get to that farm place, but it might not be doable.
Right.
We know your idea. We know we can get back. Yeah, that's probably what we should do.
What number is this?
I'm losing track, 5 or 6.
Keep getting buried. Blowing it down.
Did you get under here and look? Or?
It's got to be the front or the back. I mean, it's not both of them. Are you mechanical, Charlie?
No.
Okay.
This just looks impressive. I mean, there's definitely snow in here.
Let's see it.
You getting him doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just all part of it.
Get in there and dig like you're doing something so you get some B-roll. I'll explain the situation. He's stuck. Got some ice in the tire.
Guy wants brakes. And Charlie. Well, he didn't tip over, but
There was a concerned look on his face, that's all I know.
I thought I did a pretty good deadpan there.
Hi, my name's Buddy, and I'd like to tell you about my favorite bait. This stuff right here, Top Dog Predator Bait. It's the best stuff around. In fact, it's what got me to where I am today. Why, I'd pass up 3 gut piles and a rotten skunk just to get to a dab of Top Dog Predator Bait. So take it from me, get yourself some. It'll take you places.
Hit a nail or something, Justin, sitting right here.
Is it?
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna look under the seat and see if we got that.
Set the hair on it. You might have to give up a little higher.
If you're in the hills trapping, something smells smoky, something smells hot, you might hear something. Check your brake pads and repair them. It's a lot cheaper than repairing the whole truck when you go over a cliff. And that's
slightly exaggerated.
And that's the tip of the day. Jake, wrap us up here, and we'll get back on the trap line.
we do have a dropping back here if you want to come back here. These are fresh. These are fresh tracks. There's something left to drop in here, more of a Tootsie Roll type dropping, but again, there's a little tapering on the end there. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what this guy's been eating. Took a pee here too. You hate to touch these things because there can be bacteria and stuff in them. I'm not really sure. Looks like he's been eating some grain or something. It's frozen. Not sure either. Again, can't really be sure.
Yeah. And even with the taste test and the smell test and the feel test, sometimes it's hard to determine.
Yeah. Chocolatey.
Okay, we're going to film just kind of a basic flat set. And so we're going to work off of the end of this log for kind of our backing. So the trap's going to go right here. And I got to admit, this very sandy soil is easy to work with. So some of you may not have it this easy, and we certainly don't have it this easy most of the places we trap. So when you're making your trap bed, if you bowl it slightly, it's easier to get your trap to bed. So the trap's kind of resting on 4 different points, and there's that little gap below the trap. So just kind of I may have to adjust this when I get the trap in there, but that's kind of a good starting point. Get a cable stake on here. We always connect our cable stakes at the set. We don't attach our cable stakes in advance. It's just so much easier to keep them from getting all knotted up and tangled up when you're in your however you're carrying them in your truck. I'm going to overdrive it slightly. Make sure it's going to hold. Now I want the trap basically level with the grade of the ground, so I'm going to build this up just a little bit. Make it a little bit wider there for the levers. There's nothing wrong with putting more dirt back in where you've dug it out. Just a little bit more. So now you can kind of see that trap is basically pretty darn solid just without even messing with it. So, yeah. Just a piece of wax paper for our pan cover. This chain right here, if you can push it down a little bit, our chain's fairly long and we've got those shock springs on there. Sometimes it's a little more to cover up. Just dig a little trench for them and stick it in there and cover them up. So, twist the loose straw up. So I'm going to spread this out. A couple ways you can do this. Actually, there's a bunch of ways you can do this, but this is the basic idea of a flat set. And essentially a flat set's just a trap that's basically buried level with the grade of the ground, and it doesn't have a dirt hole. So you can call it good right there, and this is generally what we do. Sometimes we'll blend them in, and you'll take the surrounding vegetation around the set and be careful with leaves and pine needles, that kind of thing, because they can actually get in your trap and form on the edge of your trap and actually make it easier for the animal to slip its foot out. So you don't want to use big leaves. These little leaves are fine. We can kind of just do that right like that. Maybe sift a little more dirt on top. And then that dirt we don't necessarily want here by the set. So, if I ask, where do you put your attractant? How do you do your attractant on this set? So there's a couple ways to do this. And as you can see, I'm working off the end of this log. You can work off of the side of it, but I think if you work off of the end, it pinpoints the attention right here. Sometimes, if it's not a big enough log, or if you're using a rock, the animal will move it if it's not big enough. So this way, it's a little safer in that respect that they're not going to move it and end up, fouling your trap up. So it most likely it's going to go this way or that way. It's not coming this way. All right, so you want to use a coyote gland lure here. This is our coyote gland 202. This is a territorial set, essentially. So we're marking a territory like dogs do, just in your yard, wherever they pee. Every dog's going to come by and check it out. This is exactly the same thing. This set does not have a visual attraction to it, per se, like a dug up dirt hole with lots of disturbance. So we're going to take that gland lure, we're just going to put it right here on the backing. And this particular backing, it soaks into that end right there, so that's even better. So we're going to have that there. We're going to take a little shot of coyote urine. We're just going to put that right there. And that's what we're going to do for the attracting. Now, if you have some coyote droppings that you've picked up on wherever, you can just set one right here, and then you'd be good. Like I said, this is not a visual attractant set. This is a territorial marking set. One thing that we've done as a variation on this set, and this is far from being the purest idea of the flat set, but it just adds another level of attraction, and it does kind of take away from the territorial marking of the set. We just take this log, we're going to roll it over temporarily. Take my stake driver and waller out a hole like that. Take some top dog and stick it down in that hole, and then we're going to just close it back up, just like that. Then we're just going to roll this log right back over on top of it. So we've got, on this variation of it, we've got the top dog under the log buried, which they can clearly smell. We've got the gland lure, and then we've got the urine. And of course, the trap is right here. So you can take this set and work off of that basis for the flat set. Come January, February, a flat set that's territorial with the gland lure and the urine and a coyote dropping is very, very productive. Sometimes starting as early as late December, it's a good set, but generally the idea is that territorial set. And you can throw that other element of attraction in there or curiosity in there with the buried top dog. So just kind of want to give you an idea and kind of use your imagination with this set. Some of the trappers that are more purist than me, you know, that's probably going to drive them nuts that I would say that, but the variations of this set, Charlie Dobbins has got a set called Variations of the Flat Set. So we don't have to be, it doesn't have to be chiseled in stone what we're going to do with this actually set here. So anyways, this is where your basic fundamental flat set, and there's different ways that you can do to blend them in, that kind of thing, but this is generally, if we're going to make a flat set, this is how we're going to make it, and this is what we're going to do.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Who's Your Trapper Outdoors. Just wanted to let you know that we do have our new fall catalog out. It's got lots of great products in there and photos. So if you would like to receive one, please visit us at www.who'syourtrappersupply.com and it'll walk you through on how to request one. You can also print one out from there if you don't want to wait on one to come through the mail. We also would be more than happy to take a request over the phone at 317-881-3075. We are a complete trapline outfitter. We offer lots of great lures and baits, and we also have a complete line of deer scent.
Yep, and also while you're online, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, of course. We really appreciate it. You could give us a like or share if you can, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'd be great. And don't forget about the podcast that we have, the Trap House Podcast and the Fur Shed series. And also there's a Facebook group that I started called the Catch Circle, and that's open to anyone. It's a great trapping community. Ask questions, buy and sell lures and old traps, whatever. Anything trapping related, it's welcome. So we appreciate that, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Yeah. Thank you for all the orders and supporting our small family-owned and operated business. We truly appreciate it.
Join us on February 19th for the next episode of Who's Your Trapper Outdoors.